Alright, what's up everybody? So we are on episode 3 of the second season of Attack on Titan, and I'm kind of proud of myself because it sure looks like I might be onto something. I actually went back really quickly to check out Ilse's notebook there and to see that conversation one more time between the Titan and Ilse herself. And yes, he did actually use that name of the character that we saw here in episode 2, who was with Sasha and everybody else during that time, you know, training for the Survey Corps. So I would think that's not a coincidence, right? Like, again, I can't be completely 100% sure about it, obviously, but they wouldn't just use that exact same name for no reason. Now, I'm not really sure, once again, about the exact timeline of when Ilse's notebook took place. It was during, I think, something like the 23rd expedition or whatever that Levi and Erwin's squad had, or actually, it was even before that, right? Because they found her corpse there. So I'm not sure about the timeline of it, but yeah, I would assume, like I said, that I am onto something. But if that means what I think it means, which would be that this Emir character is actually bad, let's say, or she's on the bad side or something, yeah, like, does that mean that, because that's the thing, the Titan, again, I went back to check out the conversation, and the Titan confused Ilse, her character, for Emir at first. He called her Lady Emir or something like that, right? And, yeah, again, like, it seems like he was kind of serving her. So does that mean that the Titans in Attack on Titan are serving particular people, right? That's kind of, I guess, been part of the theory all along, and this only seems to kind of confirm that. So this is, once again, the direction I'm currently thinking in. But other than that, yeah, I don't really have too many thoughts going into episode 3. I really like the direction overall. Like I said, the pacing is super on point. I've been very much enjoying these last 2 episodes, and I just want to see where it goes. Of course, last episode was great with Sasha's kind of backstory that we got with her dad living in the forest. She rescued that one girl. You know, we've kind of also seen, of course, Connie, who together with Reiner, I think, they went back to his village, and his house was kind of destroyed, and there was a Titan on top of it. Not really sure what's going on there. Last thing that I could mention that I've been thinking of also is that, of course, we saw this Titan in the first episode, and back then I kind of called him like a Neanderthal type of Titan, right? But thinking back about it, I guess, and it makes sense because the episode was called Beast Titan, he was more supposed to represent maybe like a huge kind of ape or whatever, so more like an animal. And the reason I've been also thinking about that is that I have been also obviously checking out the intro twice now during the episodes that we've gotten, and yeah, that's the thing, people had been warning me already that sometimes it might actually be better to kind of skip the intros because they can kind of spoil things, but for me there's kind of no avoiding it. You know, I have to watch these episodes to line them up for editing and this and that. I can't just look away while that's taking place, right? So in there, I remember, I think in like the final scene of the intro or something, you see a lot of these what I think was like a lineup of animals or something. I think I even saw something that resembled kind of a dinosaur or whatever. So I'm assuming we're actually going to be dealing kind of with like animal titans in this season, maybe. But again, that's just a theory right now that I'm purely basing off what I just said, and that's it. So yeah, man, I can't wait. I'm just very curious to see where this is going to go, because the general direction where the story is heading in for the second season, I honestly don't really know yet. These last 2 episodes have given me, once again, bits and pieces to think about, but not really an overall sort of like arc of, okay, this is our goal and this is what we're doing. So, you know, that's what I'm, I guess, kind of curious to find out about. But with that being said, of course, if you already want, you can check out the next 5 episodes over on Patreon, which is linked on top of the description. If you want to watch all the way until, I think it is episode 8, yeah, that should be up there right now for you to check out, as well as full-length reactions, of course. My OVAs are up there. Lots of stuff to check out. Go do that. And then for now, let's dive into episode 3.
もうおしまいだ。俺の故郷はもうどこにもなくなっちまった。おい、何か妙だぞ。誰か死体を見たか？見てません。そんなことがあるのか？
This guy has an interesting haircut.
全員逃げたんだよ。
I don't want to be making jokes during this scene, but he kind of looks like Attack on Titan's Elvis.
ありえない点は他に
without leaving blood behind.
村人の避難が本当に完了していたというのなら、巨人が誰もいないはずの空き家を
Oh, so maybe they were looking for something?
馬なしで逃げても生存の可能性は相当薄いだろうに。松明はもう揃ったな。行くぞ。
So where did the people go?
壁の破壊箇所を特定しに行く。はい。
Is this Titan? Oh my god, he's saying it. This motherfucker just said welcome home to him.
おい、コニー、急げ。ゲルガーたちに遅れちまうぞ。ライナー、聞いたか。今あいつが。俺には何も聞こえてない。とにかく喋ってないで任務に集中しろ。なんか母ちゃんに。コニー、お前は今がどんな状況か分かってんのか。俺たちの働きが何十万人もの命に直接影響してんだぞ。考えるなら今避難してるお前の家族のことだろう。ああ、そうだな。その通りだ。
7 hours after Titan spotting.
よし、このまま南下しよう。なぜですか?
That's her, right?
これより南に人はいないはずでは。破壊された壁の位置を特定しなければならない。西側から壁沿いに走って探そう。私とクリスタは戦闘装備がないんですよ。一旦前線から引かせてください。ユミル。ダメだ。連絡要員は一人でも確保しておきたい。気持ちはわかるが、兵士を選んだ以上は覚悟してくれ。
ユミル、私はここで最善を尽くしたい。あの時調査兵団を選んだのは私。
お前のためにとでも言いたいの。
Why was it?
じゃあなんで今ここにいるの？あなたは私に憲兵団を目指すよう促すばかりか、その権利さえ渡そうとした。私の生まれた家と関係ある。
私がここにいるのはすべて自分のためなんだ。
I mean, she also seems stereotypically evil, though. So I wonder what's up with that. But then again, I guess they figured we would realize hearing her name that she would be evil already. Again, I wonder where that's gonna go. What's gonna be revealed about her character. Oh, this guy again. Okay. He's not as much of a pussy as last time.
やってますよ、リコ班長。この調子ならこの防衛戦も維持できます。
いや、巨人の恐ろしさは数の力だ。集団で来られたらここも突破されてしまうだろう。ただなんだろう。
未だに一匹も巨人と遭遇しない。壁の穴にはかなり近づいたはずだ。なのにまだ随分と静かじゃねえか。
I love that Hannes is back there.
このまま穏やかなままとはいかねえもんだろうか。
He was just a cool character, but we barely actually saw him in season 1. But he was there from the start, you know. He literally rescued Eren.
いつだ。いつ現れる。
It's like pitch black.
このまま穴に近づいていけば、その瞬間は必ず。
Damn, that's creepy as fuck.
おかしくなりそうだ。
That should be like a theme park ride.
お前らも壁に沿ってきたのか。
あ、それで穴はどこに？
はあ？
ここから西に異常は見つからなかった。
こちらも穴など見てない。
Like, did I miss something? Because I'm not sure what hole they're even talking about.
もう一度確認してみるか。
そうすべきだが、さすがに馬も我々も疲労が限界に来てる。
あれは、城跡か。多少荒れてるが、一晩休む分には問題なさそうだな。
Something's gonna happen here, man.
月があるね。
I'm assuming it's some type of betrayal or something.
お前はただの石ころで遊ぶ暗い趣味なんてあったか。
これはただの石じゃない。女型の巨人が残した硬い皮膚の破片だ。蒸発しない。
Yeah, so just like the walls that they were talking about that could also have been made out of Titan material. But I don't think it's this material though.
つまりあの壁は大型巨人が支柱になっていて。じゃ待った、言わせてくれ、アルミン。このままじゃ破壊されたウォールローゼを塞ぐのは困難だろう。穴を塞ぐのに適した
Oh, that's what they meant. I'm stupid, of course, that's what they meant.
でも、もし巨人化したエレンが降下する巨人の能力で壁の穴を塞げるのだとしたら、
But why were the others looking for that? Okay, whatever. I should stop asking questions.
かける価値は大いにあると思います。それにそのやり方が可能なら、ウォールマリアの奪還も明るいですよね。それを夜間に決行するのはどうでしょうか。夜に？はい。巨人が動かない夜にです。なるほど。少数だけなら。
Alright, so I guess Titans can't really be encountered at night because they're energized by the sunlight.
それでも希望はあるもんなんだね。こんなことを聞かれても困ると思うんだけど、それってできそう？
できそうかどうかじゃねえだろ。やれ。
I was about to say, we're gonna do it regardless.
こんな状況だ。
俺が必ず穴を塞ぎます。必ず。
This is kind of like the ball though, once again. Oh shit. Here we go.
親父の言葉が本当なら、そこに全ての答えがある
I'm
はず
guessing
だ。
we're really gonna get to that soon now.
おい、止まるな。迷子になっちまうだろうが。住処を失った人の表情がよく拝めるな。あれがお前らが切り捨てようとしてる顔だ。お前らの望みが叶って壁の中を巨人で満たすことに成功すれば、みんな巨人のくせえ口の中で人生最悪の気分を味わい、その生涯を終える。人類全員仲良くな。
That's one way of putting it.
何か気持ちの変化はありましたか？
私は話せない。他の教徒もそれは同じで変わることはないだろう。
それはどうも。わざわざ教えてくれて助かったよ。
それは自分で決めるにはあまりにも大きなことだからだ。我々は話せない。だがその大いなる意志により監視するよう命じられた人物の名
A
ならを
name
知
they
る
were
ことがで
instructed
き
to
る。
monitor.
監視？
Is it Emir or?
失礼します。104機調査兵サシャ・ブラースです。分隊長殿。
Who was it? Surely it's Emir, right?
彼女なら我々の知り得ない真相さえ知ることができるだろう。私ができる情報は
And that's
ここま
maybe
でだ。
why Sasha came into play, because Sasha knows.
お前たちに委ねる。
Okay, surely it's Emir, and then, yeah, Sasha has experience with Emir.
先ほど兵団支部に事後報告に行ったところ、上官殿から分隊長宛ての書類をお預かりしました。
書類？わかった。ご苦労さん。その104機
Oh my god.
一番小さい子ですよ。
I fucking love it. Oh, long golden hair.
かわいい。
Kawaii.
ユミルと いつも一緒にいる
Oh, so it's Krista. Wait, that was Krista, right?
ユミル
Oh man.
お前
全員を切ろう。屋上に来てくれ。すぐにだ。月明かりが出てきて気づいたら。
なんでだよなんでまだ動いてんだ日没からかなり時間が経ってるのに JK なんだ
Well,
あいつは
he's back.
巨人っていうかなんかあれは獣じゃねえかああいつ壁の方にとにかく前線に
落ち着けエレン
Really feels like shit is about to go down, but I still have no idea really what is going down.
あとは任せたぞミカサお前がなぜエレンに執着してるかは知らんがお前の能力のすべてはエレンを守ることにつ
You won't have to ask that of her.
もちろんです。
それからなエレン
ざけんじゃねえざけんじゃねえぞ酒も飲めねえじゃねえか俺はてめえらのためよ
シュウペイ下がっているんだよ。ここからは立体起動装置の出番だ。
Holy shit, he's just climbing up. What the fuck?
それからなエレンお前は自分を抑制しろ怒りに溺れて本質を見失うな今度こそしくじるなよ
Definitely feels like things are kind of culminating, but again, I don't really know what it's gonna lead to. Okay, so I can kind of see where things are starting to connect now, because of course, you know, I already talked about Emir and her character and how it was obvious just by Ilse's notebook that she, again, like probably is kind of on the bad side or something is up with her, right? That Titan was kind of obeying her or serving her command or whatever. Now we kind of see how, of course, Sasha comes back into play. Sasha has a history with this character Emir as well. That's why they showed us that scene in the last episode. The interesting part was that this religious guy was kind of talking about how it wasn't actually Emir they were monitoring, it was Krista, right? Like that's Krista, right? Yeah, I think again, like I sometimes get a little bit confused because some characters that don't necessarily play a big role can play, or they can look very similar to others and then I get confused. But I'm pretty sure again that is Krista, right? Krista is connected to Emir, like Emir is apparently her friend, right? And I'm not sure if this Emir character in the first place, if we saw her in season 1. Maybe she was there in the background, but I don't think she was ever really mentioned or shown to us really like with an emphasis put on her or her having some type of voice lines or something. So that's what I find interesting. But yeah, man, other than that, it's like it really feels like things are culminating in that way, like I said, where everybody's kind of going to the same place now, this castle or whatever, and we already have a huge squad there of people basically protecting it, right? But what is going on? It seems like, to me, it kind of seems like, again, there's imposters there, and so Emir is probably one of them, and maybe there's even more, and that's what we're gonna kind of... It feels like it's like waiting to be revealed now or something, but for now, I just... Again, still don't know what to make of it. And that's a feeling I'm very comfortable and used to by now. So again, don't get me wrong. I'm completely cool with that. But it also means that I don't really know what to say at the moment. I found it interesting because people on Patreon told me, Robin, make sure you actually check those ending credits for once, because I've been skipping them for now the whole time. And now I suddenly see that there's like different timelines they're showing us where people... seemingly in like the Middle Ages of fighting the Titans. Even before that, I saw something that kind of reminded me of like ancient Greek mythology, or I don't know if it was Greek, but it just looked like some type of, again, mythology type of stuff. super fascinating, man, because it makes me think like, okay, so again, how long does all of this kind of date back? I already made that connection in a recent review where I talked about the first episode being called to you 2,000 years in the future. So I mentioned how maybe it had something to do with time, and that this beast titan kind of looked like, again, like a really ancient human or whatever. But again, I think it's a beast titan, right? So I think it's more meant to represent an animal, actually. But still, like, those animals could go back kind of a long time in time as well. Because again, by the intro, I saw there was really one, I think, that kind of looked like a dinosaur as well. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, I have no idea where that's all going to lead. But I feel like, once again, it is something that I'm onto at the moment. And I think that's already good enough. So for now, I'll be happy with just that. I still don't really know where this religious faction or whatever truly comes into play, or who was even tasking them to monitor Krista then or whatever. I don't know why this guy doesn't want to really say much at all. So, once again, I don't know where this whole thing is going to lead. There's just so many crumbles and stuff that I'm waiting to connect, and I know that they will. And again, I'm not in any way impatient about it. I'm just mentioning them right now because that's what's going on in my mind, and there's honestly nothing else that I can really talk about, I think. So, once again, we see that, of course, the walls are made up out of apparently Titan material, right? There was this hardened stuff that came off of Annie, which, again, it seems to me like that's a different material than what the walls are made out of. So maybe that's because Annie as a Titan differs from other regular Titans or something that the wall might have been made out of, but I'm not sure. Maybe it is the same material and I'm just getting it wrong once again. But yeah, man. I don't know, dude. I just literally don't know where this is all going. And so that's, I think, all that I can really say for now. But I think I've said enough. So, with that being said, once again, I love how the episode just keeps moving. And I can't compliment that enough. I feel like they've really stepped their game up in terms of pacing, in terms of showing us all kinds of different angles, focusing on different characters at the same time while still keeping it manageable. And groups, I guess. Yeah, and interesting shots, like also how we saw that one, or interesting scenes, I should say, where we see them kind of, walking at night, and it's like, again, it's super dark out there, and then they, show us these kind of visions of like Titans on top of them or whatever, right? And it's like super well done and just interesting. It's I don't know, I feel like they've done such a better job with the general direction for these episodes in season 2 so far that I'm like really into it. So once again, I hear that things only get better from here, so I can't wait to see where it all goes, guys. But with that being said, of course, if you already want to watch the next 5 episodes, so that is up until episode 8, you can do so on Patreon, which will be linked on top of the description, as well as full-length reactions, OVAs. I even started with Squid Game. You can check that out as well. So a lot for you to check out right now. And then with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you in the next one.